Welcome to the Musa Video Blog. So, I just finished a power walk around the reservoir here. Not the whole thing, but a big chunk of it. And as you can see, I'm still breathing hard. I'm out of breath. Now, sometimes, or oftentimes, we go through life and so many basic things that we should be very thankful for, we tend to overlook because we're just too busy, so caught up with life, to take a step back and to say, wow, that's exciting, that's great, that's fantastic, how lucky I am. But at a moment like this, when I just finished the heavy walk and I'm breathing hard, it's a good time to reflect and to say, wow, how wonderful it is to be able to breathe. I just did this exercise and the lungs are working hard, and little by little, my strength is coming back, the breathing is getting easier, and I'm feeling good. So it reminds me of a story. Maybe some of you heard this story already. There was a great rabbi who passed away about 15 years ago. He lived in New York. His name was Rabbi Avigdor Miller. And I heard this story from his grandson. His grandson went into his father's home one time, and he hears in the kitchen the water's running. So he goes into the kitchen and he takes a look, and he sees that his grandfather is standing next to the sink, and his hands, not his hands, his head is immersed in the water, and he's just standing there. His head is underneath the water, can't breathe like that, and the grandson is standing there and waiting and waiting and waiting, and like, what's going on? What is this all about? He can't figure it out. Then finally, after about a minute or so, his grandfather takes his head out of the water, takes a deep breath, and says, ah, how wonderful it is to be able to breathe. So the grandson asked, what was that all about? His grandfather said, somebody commented about, oh, the air stinks, or something like that. He says, and I heard him say that. You know what? For a moment I thought, yeah, the air's not so great. I stopped appreciating to its fullest how wonderful it is to have air all around us. Wherever we go, we can breathe. So I decided I'm going to do something to make sure that I appreciate that I have air to breathe and that my lungs work. So I stuck my head in the water. And when I pulled it out, it felt so good to breathe. So I say to you, I'm not advocating you should put your head underwater for a minute, but it's worth keeping in mind for those moments that we stop and take a breath and think about the breath, or think about that our hand works, that we can pick up our elbows, we can pick up our feet, we can jump up and down. All these little things we take for granted, because if we do, we'll be filled with gratitude towards Hashem, which will make our better servants of Hashem and also make us have happier lives. See you next time.